let's see if it works today. Work today? What does Twitch say? Huh. Twitch says I am live. No. Oh, wait. YouTube work. Oh, it does work. Wait, does it? No. Oh, wait. I guess it does. Okay, mugs. Great. Okay. And I'm ready. And I am ready. Works just fine. We can close this. This. All. Empty. Okay, nice. Everything works today is great. I can do stuff I wanted to do. I wanted to record. Oh wait, I need to charge my Green Deck. What I wanted to do today was I wanted to record at least 3 videos in this stream. So it's just chill. Okay. Okay, let's see. Oh, I am in scene 1. And scene 2, right? Oh. This is scene 1. Okay. Today, I have multiple things on my list, but we will definitely start with something I've already tried to record. I mean, I already recorded it, and it was like an hour of recording and a lot more preparation time. But unfortunately, my prior laptop was so bad, and it was so loud, like the air vents, way too loud. The fans, no, not vents, but the fans were way too loud, so you couldn't even hear me speak at some points in the recording. So I have to do all of that again, but I didn't do it on stream. I just done it in recording, so maybe it's different this time. But it's a while ago that I filmed that, so at that point I had more knowledge about what I was talking about because I just experienced it. Because it is about a here we go. Scene switch. It is about a tier list of every station I've been to in Japan. Unfortunately, No, not unfortunately, but fortunately, I have been there, and I have sorted through every single station. I've gone back and looked at every single station I've been at, and now I want to rank it. I've already done this, like I said, but the recording wasn't good. So hopefully I have the same input as last time. Hopefully I remember everything that happened, or where I can like everything that makes me want to put something at S tier or A tier or D tier even. And this time I have a computer that is pretty much silent. Pretty much silent. I think silent is not without any decibels. I think it's silent. Pretty much. What do you call something that's 0 decibel? I don't even know. But it's pretty good. Pretty good computer. This time I can hopefully do it right. Yes. Okay, shall we just start the first recording? I'll just do the intro, and let's do that then. Wait. Scene switch? Do the intro? Doesn't work. Why does it not work? Why is it that the scene? That's the scene, okay. No, it's not. Oh, okay. The first one is full screen. The second one is the main screen, and this one is. Okay, then let's start with the first bit. Wait. Done? Wait. Okay. Okay, let's see if YouTube is still working. It's still great. Oof. YouTube intro. I haven't done this in a while. Today, I'm going to rank every station I've been to in the lovely country of Japan in a tier list from S to D. I didn't come up with anything in particular for the ranking, but I think that's good enough. I'm going to yap anyway, so if we're going to put in more obstacles of me trying to stop yapping, then it would be quite difficult to get through all these stations. I've even found some stations I didn't put in last time. Last time, I mean, because I've already tried to record this once. I did record this once, but the fans of my old laptop were so loud that you couldn't hear anything from the recording, so I have to do it over again. But I think I managed to dig up some more stations to rate, because I think I forgot one or two, but nobody will know because I'm the only one that made the video, seen the video, and tried to edit the video, which was not successful. Okay, and let's start with, okay, let's see on the map. Let's open the map and let's think about which city we want to start with. I have been to, because of the expo, I've been to Osaka, Kyoto, Nara, Kobe, and the small towns in between, of course. So with which one should we start? I feel like we should start with the smallest amount of stations in the city, which would be Nara. Start with Nara. In Nara, I have been to exactly 2 stations. First is the Tetsu Nara. No, to get to another station, which is the one every single person uses that goes to the city as a tourist, because once you step out of the confines of the station, you're immediately greeted by, as you can see, not that guy. Who this is? I didn't see that guy. But you are greeted immediately by the deer, what Nara is famous for.
好来奈良。
That's Chinese. Yeah, I didn't, I didn't discover much of the station because I was more interested in what is happening outside of the station. But it was immediately connected to like a shopping street. This one here, like I said, Higashimuki, immediately connected to that, and it was very inviting. It was way too hot on that day, to be honest. So I feel like I can't convey my emotions of that station without any prejudice, because it was just so hot on that day. Every single day was hot, so that was no exception. But it's the station to it's the gateway to a lovely tourist heavy town, but understandably, because it was so amazing and so lovely. I have gone to, as you can see if you watch any of my videos in my short about my time in Nara, I have gone to the peak of Wakayama, and that was so cool. Yeah, Wakayama. Apparently it's temporarily closed because, no, most likely. Yeah, so because it's such a lovely gateway to plug it in. This is what it looks like, by the way. It's such a lovely gateway. The station is fine. It was clean, but you can't stay clean as a measurement in Japan because everything is clean. We will put it in. It was a normal station, pretty nice station, small, but you immediately greeted by deer. I feel like there's an estate station, normal estate station. Okay, we go to the next one. Also in Nara, the second one I've been to is Yamato Saidaichi, where I've crossed the road immediately into this one because this mall, I don't even know if you will call this a mall, but with a subway in here. Okay, was a subway here, but I didn't know before that moment it's maybe just a Europe thing or also a US thing, but this subway does not sell cookies. Like, bro, what am I even going to Subway for? Like, what's the point? What's the point when you don't sell cookies? Like, why am I even here? Yeah, they didn't sell cookies. I was a bit disappointed. In that, but on the other side, there was an even larger mall, and that was lovely. So it has great connectivity to the surroundings, because the surroundings are just like so Japanese, because everything is built around the stations, not like in Europe. And from then, I have gone here to what is it called? Saki no Tatami no Ike. Yeah, into the shrine here. And this shrine, right? This is going to be always in my I'm always going to remember that shrine, because that was the first time I have seen a snake in real life. Like, not behind glass in a zoo or like in a shop or whatever, but like in for real, which is a snake chilling chilling over there. We're now going to Daiichi. Like, it has great connectivity. Okay, let's say with the stations, otherwise we won't get through this. But oh, it also had great bus connectivity. Like this bus thing here, was amazing. Look at this. The bus station. Such a lovely bus station. Roof on top. Great. Great station. I feel like it wasn't a gateway to anything, but the connectivity is great. And it's just great in general. So let's just also go with an A. I don't have anything to say against this station. It was lovely. Would almost say it's better. But we can amend the ratings later if I feel like I've done anything wrong here. I've done anything wrong, but now YouTube says it's excellent. What the hell? YouTube, are you okay? Are you like schizophrenic or something? Now my screen, okay, is apparently doing well. Good. Okay. Unfortunately, that was the only 2 stations I have visited in Nana. But I have some more, a lot more stations. But we can start with the ones that are not like all crammed into one place and go like more on the outskirts. First of all, maybe let's do this one. Kasayamashi. Okay, apparently I have typed it in wrong. There it is. Kasayamashi was just my way to get into the Sayama Ike Museum, built by Tado Ando. Nobody's going to know that, most likely. It's built by Tado Ando, and it's a museum about this thing right here. The dam. This whole thing was dammed, and this all like this one dam, or this damming of this pond, or at one point I think it was even a river or whatever. It's changed the path of every single lake and reservoir and whatever around Osaka so drastically, and it's very interesting to see. But just the architecture is the best thing about it. So I think it was a very cute station, right? Very cute. But there was nothing happening there, and if you didn't have if I wouldn't have had like this Suica card on my phone, and I would have been finished because you can't use these here, these ones. Oh, okay. You can't use these vending machines for tickets. You can't use them with a Visa. So I would have been finished, but I had my Suica with me. My Suica card. If someone doesn't know what that is, this is a Suica card. Wait. This is Suica card, right? It's for Tokyo normally, but also work for. It's very lovely. Okay. So, because near such grandeur, amazing architecture, it gets to be bumped up, but I didn't like it in general. It was a cute station, but it can't go into D. But the convenience wasn't there, but you can get into Osaka very easily, and it was quaint and lovely. This is just something you put in B, maybe C, but not that bad, so we're just going to B. It's cute enough to deserve a B tier. Okay, another one on the outskirts, which I have got here. Is this better in full screen? Can you hide this? Oh, yeah, you can. Okay. another station on the outskirts and not in the inner city, which we are going to have a lot later on. Off is Kansai Airport station. Let me type it in. And the Kansai Airport station is very tremendously huge. Even with this roof, I didn't even notice it was there. But it's very hectic, okay? In comparison to every other station there, which is also hectic, but you don't feel hecticism. No, that's not a word, but you don't feel it. In this station, you really felt it. Felt people were hectic about it into the city. Maybe it's also because it was just expo time, and more people were arriving than normally. But you can't say anything against one of the best airports of all time, the airport with the best track record for not losing luggage, and you can't say anything against that. So only positive things I can tell you about the airport. Yeah, so it was just hectic, huge, very effective. What you want in a train station, right? But the hecticism, which is not a word still, bumps it down. I just put it in B tier. Just put it in B tier. Okay. Now we get into the major cities, right? Now we get into the major cities. First of all, let's do Kobe, which was, to be honest, my favorite city. Okay, my favorite city where I've been in Japan was Kobe, because Kobe is just great for people who like to be fit, for example. It's just very easy, because if you live even a bit up the mountain slope, you have to be good at walking. Maybe it was just my stupidity, but I walked at one point from this museum here, which is another Tadawano thing. I walked all the way from here up. So I have to switch it to. I walked from here up to Ujikoen, right? From there up to here, because there were the Roko apartment buildings and other building built by Tadawano. From there, I have gone this way up all the way to Roko Shito station. So a bit much, right? But let's not get sidetracked, even though I already did. And start with the first station, which is Iwaya Station. So with this one, we have our first bad station, because it's not lovely to look at. That's definitely not a normality with Japanese stations in comparison to like European Japan stations. But this is fine, this picture, but and I saw it, it was like, this was kind of like it. You have this one little store here, stand. Everything's convenient, but was it that convenient? Because it's the Hanshin Railway. It stopped. I think it wasn't the greatest connectivity, and it didn't look great. If you compare it to the buildings around it, normally they have like huge buildings for the station. Everything is built around the station, but this one wasn't. And for that reason, we will put it in. It wasn't that awful. Because of the little stand in front of it, we'll get a C tier. Iwaya Station gets a C tier. Oh wait, let's bump the camera up a bit. What does it look like now? I will sit down a little bit further back so you can see me better. Okay, let's go to the next conversation, which is I think I won't include, I haven't included the cable station. But that would have been S tier, okay? I've met some great guys there, but you know, it's not a train station. Have I? It was kind of a train. we won't talk about this. Next station I've been to is Rokko Station in Kobe, which looks like this. It's just over the railway on top of it. It's not a proper station because they're both just on top of the railway and not alongside it or on top of it. It's mostly like bus. I haven't even gone in there. I just wanted to go to Kobe, which you have to go on this railway or this rail side, this platform, because we are in Japan and we're driving on the left and everything's on the left and crazy stuff. So, this station was nice. It was a little bit weird because we arrived somewhere in the middle of nowhere. Because if you get this bus from here, you drive down, and then they just drop you off here and say, yeah, go to local station. And not like where all the other buses are, but you know, it was nice. It was nice, interesting station. So let's just give it a let's just give it a. I mean, it's a typical like B station. It could also be C because it's not a proper station, is it? But the connectivity is good because you can immediately go to Sanomiya, what I did, which is also the next station. Can you believe it? The next station is Sanomiya in Kobe. In Sanomiya, Kobe Sanomiya, there was the greatest ramen shop with a lovely owner. For that reason, I have to bump it up. But it's not part of the station really. But I don't care. It wasn't in the floor below it, like it was in the basement. In the basement here. I don't know if I can find it still. You type in ramen. It was I don't even know. Minato-ken? No. Jinrui. I don't know. Shinkan? No. No. Oh, maybe they're gone. That would be not good. Please. Don't be gone. No, great connectivity is just the main station of Kobe. You can see that. Even though this one is called Kobe, but it's just for the. It's like what? It's like in Osaka, for example, we have Osaka Station, which is the main station, which is the best station on planet Earth, right? But you have also Shin Osaka up here. But this one is at least called Shin Osaka, and not the other way around like in Kobe. The one is Kobe, and the other one is Sanomiya. This one is just for the JR, for the Shinkansen, for the really fast train, right? As you pass through it, because it would disrupt the flow of traffic in these stations because they already have so many trains arriving there. So, Kobe Sanomiya is a great all-rounder. It's great just like the Osaka station. Maybe a little bit less than the Osaka station. But Sanomiya is great. It's A tier. What's an S tier? That's what I'm asking myself right now. Is it an S tier? Not really. I didn't like it that much that it's an S tier. So you have to just be okay with that. The next city, I have way too much to talk about with Osaka. We will just first go to Kyoto. Kyoto, everyone's dream Japan city. Having been there, it's also very clear to me why it is that I would love to go there again, right? But now it's so many people because everyone likes this city, right? Everyone wants to go there. It's so crammed, and just really have to time it right and go to maybe times of the year where it's not packed. Then I would feel like it's going to be even better. So I want to try going there again at some point with those criteria fulfilled. I also didn't like my meeting with people here on Tetsugaku no Michi. I found myself on this path, right? Because I just seen it. I don't even know. Probably I asked ChatGPT and ChatGPT said, yeah, you could visit that. I'm like, yeah, sure. Although I've met like a woman approached me like at the end section. Okay, I've already told this story on the short, so you can check out my short on that. But yeah, I found out that they're like not a cult. Would you classify it as a cult? Like they're a new religion in quotation marks. They call themselves like a branch of Christianity, but their guy is like the embodiment of Jesus. So it's basically a cult. And I don't like being approached by cults, you know, as one normally would say that they don't like to be approached by cults. But Kyoto is great anyway. Let's start with, what is the first one? Shall we start with the, okay, no, let's start with just a normal one first. Kyoto Karasuma. I don't even know where that is. Karasuma. Okay. But whenever, oh, Karasuma. Okay, actually, I've just gone into this station for the reason of not using it, but to just pass through because I wasn't here in Pokemon Center of Kyoto. I've gone down this here, and then you can see the red highlighting here. It goes all the way to Kyoto Kawaramachi, and then you go outside here somewhere, like to, where have I gone to? I've gone to this one here, to Takashimaya. But you can go all the way below the street in this one station to the other station, which makes it an A in my books, even though I haven't used it. But just the ability to have this, look at this tunnel. To have this tunnel in the middle of Kyoto is amazing to me. I haven't used it, so I can't put it in S. I feel like. So we put it in A. I like Karasuma. Okay, don't matter. It's good enough. Next. Next is Kitayama. I feel like I know where this one is. Kitayama's up here. Yes. Kitayama Station is connected with friendly not unfriendly, but I wouldn't like to remember the memories of Kitayama Station. I've missed the deadline or the opening times of this botanical garden so much that I arrived there with still the opening times of Google Maps saying it's open, but it wasn't. They said you can't go in now because we're closing in 30 minutes, so it would have been too late for me to enter. But the station itself was nice, and you had the exit immediately next to this building. Look at this. I didn't even know that it was there, but I've taken a walk down this road and then this road and then there and then boom and then boom, and then all the way down here to Temachi Yanagi. But look at this. It's so cool. That's for this. It has to get a bonus point. For the as a memory, it has to get a minus point, but it's just a normal station, so we can put it just into the middle. Kitayama, just go into the middle. Just go into B2. Your surroundings bump you up a lot. Next station is Chujoshima Kyoto Station. I don't have anything to say about Chujoshima, to be honest, because I have been there for like a minute. I just switched my platform from like 3 to 4 to go to, as you can see here, if you take this line here, the Keihan from Osaka up, you just have to change to this one here to go to Keihan Uji, to go to Uji. So I don't really have to say anything about that, but I kind of remember, I can't speak. I can remember though, if you stand on the platform, it's not the most, okay, I'm inside a soup. I'm inside of a soup. No, it wasn't the most lovely train station, if I can remember. It was just the train station you have to use to switch. As I've seen on the map, not that many amenities. It's just a switch station, so I think this is going to be our first D tier. It wasn't that memorable. It wasn't that nice to change platforms there. Chijoshima. Because, I don't know. Is that justified? I don't care. We put Chijoshima in D tier. I'm sorry, Chijoshima. Let's... Ooh, wait. Shall we skip to the next one? Because in my folder here, the next one is already, I feel like, the best or the second best. Okay, let's do it. The next station is Fushimi Inari. Fushimi Inari Station, which is huge, lovely, nice, amazing, accommodating. Now it's just small, but okay. I wanted to hello? No? Station? Yeah. So as you can see, the station is has red pillars or tori to symbolize it leading to Fushimi Inari. If you don't know what Fushimi Inari is, it's up the hill and it is the path with all the tori, right? So amazing architecture. This is amazing architecture in my opinion. And it's just very inviting. Even though it's a small station, they brought the point across. And that's what matters to me the most. Of course, they could do better maintenance here, but maybe it's just a rain. Let's just assume it's a rain. Great connectivity. I haven't been here, but this one, for it being the smaller line, like the less frequented line than Inari, I like this a lot. So this is, in my opinion, The first S tier. Architecture is bumping it up. Fushimi is our first S tier. I think it's a Keihan. Yeah, it's a Keihan line. I just read it. Keihan. Okay, the next one may also be a contender for S tier. I'm not quite sure. It's on the junction of Sain Station. It's a lovely small station of Sai. It's just this bend, and from my discombobulated head, mind or whatever, it was so hard to understand that there's a station on each side. Do you see this? This is the other station. I've gone out of Sain and I needed to use this station, but I've gone out here. This was the stairs I have taken to come out of Sain Station, as you can see here. And then you immediately hear, okay, look at this. You immediately at Sai Station, but I didn't notice that if you're here, you can't go to the way I wanted to go. You had to go to the other side and go to this station to go to Arashiyama, which is here. And it was like the thing transporting you was like, wait, let's check on YouTube. Is everything fine? Okay. The thing that transporting you was just a lovely, like, old-timey. Look at this. It's called the Randen. And it was very cute. Look at it. Even in pink. It was like enchanted little tram to get you to the enchanted place of Arashiyama, which is perfect. But it was very confusing for first-time user. Guys, the Randen is very, very cute, but we've got a better station for the Randen. And because so many people are using this and it's so confusing, it gets a seat. Sorry, Sai Station. And from Sai Station, we immediately go to the one that's below it, Sain Station. I've just gone out of it. It's a normal station. I've just used it to get to Sai. Shall we put both sides into the C tier? That would be a bit mean, but nothing much is happening here. And they can just both small in C tier. Sorry, Sai. Sorry, Sai. Okay. The next one on my list is actually one of the best ones. No, it's not the best one actually. But it's next to the best one. It's here. It's a Hankyu Arashiyama Station. It has a lovely park in front of it. It's Arashiyama Nishi Ichikawa Ni Park, right? And it's right to the Togetsu Kyo Bridge, of course, which makes it amazing. Look at this. Got so many cool photos here. Even got a video of a nice moment between a father and child in my vid about Kyoto at the end, if you want to see it. Of course, the connectivity to Osaka makes it supremely cool. I don't even know, what was that expression, supremely cool? You don't go to Katsura and change, you just go on the Hankyu Arashiyama line, right? And from there, if you type in Osaka, right, Osaka Station, it just gets you there. Okay, I'm done, I think. It just gets you there by the Hankyu line. Great connectivity. Good station. Wait, And look at the look at the architecture. Great. Look at the designs of the trains, the lighting. It's a great station. It's like an A-tier station. A-tier station. I don't know what I'm going to do when my space runs out, but I think I'm just going to make everything smaller. Now we get to the best station. Hankyu Arashiyama Station. It's the exact same area. Look at this. This around it is called the Kimono Forest. As you can read here. Right? Yeah. Kimono Forest. You can even go inside. I think I haven't gone inside, but look. The Kimono Forest. It's just kimonos around the train station to make it look nicer. You have Studio Kokoro inside of there, which advertises with this Kimono Forest, most likely. That's my assumption now after researching for 1 second since I've seen this. What about onsen? You have an onsen on the platform. Bro, this is the most Japanese, ridiculous station I've been to. Like, this is so nice. There were such cool, quaint stores inside of here. Look at this. It's such a disparity between German stations and Japanese. It's the most crazy thing if you go there for the first time from Germany and just seeing the difference in culture around stations, right? Because stations are integral part of the infrastructure, not only but also the culture and how a city is built. That right there, the stations are the point where everything gets built around, because it's the main thing that connects you to let's say you live in Kakogawa, right? Kakogawa, and you want to stay connected, and this is a station, and of course everything is built around the station, because from there you can go to Himeji, Hiroshima, Okayama, Kobe, Osaka, and all the way to Tokyo. And it's just a gateways, but the most European cities don't see it like that. They don't see the opportunity of improvement around having big train stations. Where should we look? Let's see. This one, for example, they have a gigantic train station, right? But they have one of the biggest train stations in Germany, right? But it's not connected directly. Like it's a building on its own with everything in there. Okay, but it's not integrated into the city immediately. You have this small space that makes it more beautiful, of course. But they just stand as their own thing beside the city, and not like the main thing, the main attraction in it. Okay, I feel like it's cooler to have the opportunity to have your main attraction of the city be something you can use to go somewhere else, like be connected to everything, and not like a static city. You know, we want to have more organic and improving and evolving cities, right? But yeah, it was an S tier station. I just wanted to say that. That may even be an S plus tier. I don't know. That was amazing. Next one is the extension of the one from earlier. The one earlier was the station of Karasuma, and this one is now Kyoto Kawaramachi, which has a nice memory of mine in the add-on shop. I needed a cable so badly from add-on, and they had exactly what I was looking for, and I'm still using it right now, right here. Look at it. There it is. It's in shot. I'm still using it. It's a great cable, and I was in dire need because my old cable just wasn't charging anymore. It was just done all of a sudden. Just no, I'm not charging anything anymore. No matter, like normally you have to do the trick, right? You have to do the trick with the bands and do it around the corner and hold it still, but it didn't work. So it was amazing to just find one cable in there that saved me get back to Osaka. Otherwise I would have been finished. Let's check. How loud am I? Not that loud. Okay, great. And here, this is one of the stores that are just. This is like only compare it to London. Hopefully Londoners are watching this. But this is like the Harrods or the Selfridges of Japan. In there, here, look, I can even show you in the window. Here, there's a lovely kitchen. It was so nice inside. This is all connected to Kyoto Kawaramachi. By the way, here, I just forgot to speak. But in this kitchen, okay, never mind. In this kitchen, I ate some truffle pasta. So I only have good memories here. And it's also connected to this long tunnel. I would just put it on the same as the other. Maybe even S tier, but for that it was a little bit too packed. So we put it on the same as the Karasuma tier. The next one is one I am so sad I forgot to just visit because I didn't know beforehand. And it looks like this. I just didn't know beforehand. After leaving Japan, I saw this photo. I was like, what is this? And someone wrote, yeah, I love Kyoto Station. But for some reason, okay, I've gone to Kyoto Station once and I've walked out of these exits here. Look at this red blob. It's so cool. I wanted to look at this, but for some reason, you're not going to see this if you take the Hankyu line or whatever line goes up here. It's so disappointing. I've gone out of exit 2 or exit 1 or something. I wanted to see this masterful build, but they just have such a huge network of tunnels below it that you don't even get to see the main attraction. You know? So I can't judge it that much. I would love to see it, and for that reason I will have to bump it up because it's something I want to see. At what point in your life do you say I want to see this train station? Normally you wouldn't do that. But before I knew that this was architecturally so amazing, I would have said it's not that cool, that station, right? Because in front of it doesn't look that nice. This is so cool. But I don't know, I just want to go there. So let's put it in a B. I can't tell from my own experience if it's above a B here. So let's go to the next one. The last one for Kyoto is Gion Shijo, which has great connectivity to Osaka, which is why I've taken it twice, I think. I'm blind. There it is. Yeah. Gion Shijo. Lovely station. Nice station. Smooth station. Just everything nice. Everything lovely. Great connectivity. The architecture lags. That's why it only gets an A in comparison to the other ones. You know. What can you do about that? It's my opinion. Now let's go to our last segment of this thingy, which is the most heavy loaded segment. We're going to get through this, I promise. I promise. Let's start with our first Osaka station where I've spent the most time. That means there are a lot of stations. Let's start with one that at least has proper trains running through it, which was my first station I've seen after leaving the airport, which is Tengachaya Station in the south of Osaka. I don't even know if it's Osaka. Is it Osaka Zoo? Alright, let's click. It is. Okay. Very positively so. From Tengachaya, I've gone up to this lovely thing here. I can always recommend. Amazing. Even for 2-week stays. I survived. Tengachaya was cool. Architecturally, it's very lacking. It's not that nice to look at, but it was clean. It was my first experience. So I can only put it into S tier because it was my first like wow experience of Japanese stations. So because it has a home advantage, it gets an S tier. I'm sorry. This is just nepotism. Nepotism. It's a vibe. Like, made this. No. But it's great. The next one also gets home advantage. Sorry, another S tier. I'll put in an S tier before I even speak about it. It was the station I have left so many times, and it has a lot of flaws. The most pressing flaw I can speak about of Hanazonocho Station is just that it has a draft. Okay, if you leave this station to exit 3B, if you leave it to 3B, this path here has such a crazy draft of wind. You just have to like fall against it to get out of the station. You put your whole body against the wind. I don't know how anything has such a huge draft. It's like a wind channel for testing like cars, aerodynamics. It's that was crazy, but you know, that makes it unique. I've never had that, so that makes it unique, in my opinion. And it has home advantage because every single day I arrive back here, and that just makes it beautiful. Thus, it's S tier. Next, Dobotsunen Mae. I can't remember. I only used Dobotsunen Mae once to this entrance here, entrance 5, because I visited the lovely Don Quixote, which is here, even though it's not showing. Hello, could you please show yourself? There it is, Donkey. What is this, by the way? What is Maruhan? Maruhan. Shinsekai. This is Maruhan. Oh. I don't know. Oh, it's gambling. Of course it's gambling. Okay. The Butsumae, I've used it once. It didn't have any bins. I didn't like that about Japan in general. I can remember that because I wanted to throw away something, but I couldn't. The Butsumae is like below average, so it's a C tier. It wasn't the worst, but it's like a C tier. Okay, so we put it in C. Don Quixote. The next one is a good station. Now we get back to the good ones. It's literally right next to it. And it's the Tennoji Station, which has the tallest building in Japan, which is not a tower, because of course the Tokyo Tower as well as the Tokyo Skytree are taller. I don't know if even this Tokyo Tower is taller, but if you don't count the towers, and this one is the tallest building in Japan, and I've been on top. Look at it. Abeno Harukas. What makes Japanese skyscrapers always amazing, that it's just the huge amount of space. That's where they always break the records of skyscraper with the largest amount of space. I think they do it for reasons of earthquakes. Because if you already have a skyscraper at a specific height, that it won't get affected too much by earthquakes, and that skyscraper management invests so much into weight or buffers to regulate the earthquakes, and you want to get as much space as you can out of it if you can't build higher and higher. But this is just a lovely building. This Mio here, Tennoji Mio shopping center, is so cool. Okay, as a European, it was crazy to me how many stories there are. Look at this. Look at this. If I can find it, but you can see the directory here. This is the directory, right? There's so many floors, and I was looking for the one Ghibli store. I was looking for the Ghibli store. This is the Ghibli Donguri. Ghibli Gallery Donguri Republic Tennoji Mio store. I was looking for this. It was like on the 7th floor or 8th floor. I normally don't, come in contact with buildings that are just so many floors. It shattered my European mind. No, I'm just kidding. But this is lovely. Abeno Harukas is lovely. I've used this station so many times to get to Shionawate, to get to this one. The park is also. This is just an S-tier station. S-tier station. I can't put it into words. Maybe enough, but it's an S-tier station. The next one is another Maya station. Which one is this? It's Shitenoji Maya. I'm confused. What is Shitenoji Maya? Wait, where is that one? Shitenoji Maya. Station. Okay, the very simple station at the Shitenoji Maya, Yuhigaoka. It's right next to Shitenoji. I used it to get away from Shitenoji. I didn't want to flee, but that's the literal thing I did. With another metro station, normal metro station was on a major road, so it didn't look that nice. It didn't have any specific features I remember that maybe remind you of why it's the Shitenoji Maya station. You would want, like, okay, you're at Shitenoji station, so maybe you could implement some elements. I mean, this is cool. I love this, but you would want more. You would want more. It is like a C tier, just now passing D tier. Or is it? Should I put in a D? Ooh. Let's put in a D. Let's put in a D. Shitenoji Maya. You got a D. Get it right. Get it right. Okay. Next one is Yotsubashi Station. Who can I remember something about this? Yotsubashi. I've taken the Yotsubashi line. I don't remember anything about Yotsubashi Station. It's very clandestine. Very clandestine station. Because it gets overshadowed. It gets overshadowed by Shinsaibashi. So it's a C tier. Boring. Next. Next. D tier. The next one is. The next one is a major one. Next one is Namba. number station. We can talk about any station here because we have the Keihan, as well as the metro station. But I'm just talking about it as a conglomerate. Look at this building. I didn't like the building. I wasn't inside all of this. I was inside this one. That one was great. I didn't like this. The logo, I have to say, the logo is awful. As a person who reads English in their head all the time, at first thought likes that the train is rapid, but I don't like that they replaced the D with a T, because this thing between it, you know, you could interpret a word into this. And it was the thing you always saw on the biggest street of Osaka, down the road, and you're like, oh, whoa, okay. But I get it. I like the, in Takanashimaya. Great station. Connectivity to the best pancake shop ever. Wait. Bibliothèque Pancakes. The best pancake shop on planet Earth, in my opinion. Pancake and Books Bibliothèque. It's right next to it. That already makes it an S. And it's of course part of Number Parks, which is this. You don't know. Number Parks is this, which is like greenified. Whoa. Which is like greenified. How? Okay. It's greenified mall. Greenwashing, as you call it in architecture, but it's an S tier. We're not even going to talk about it. Okay, my memories of Number Station are not the greatest. It don't matter. Come on, be objective here. S tier. Omachi. Okay. Now we get to the huge hitters, the big hitters. Now we get to the big ones. Homachi. Look at this. Woo. Do I have the other Homachi as well? Let's see. No, I don't. So this is the whole like Homachi station, which is just huge. You can see it if you go all the way down from here to here, which I did way too many times. You have a huge Homachi building. Just there. Look at this. Oh, Homachi. This is Homachi. Below it's Homachi. Homachi is just ridiculously big of a station. Yeah, and it just connects a lot. It's okay. You know, you have a lot of connectivity from Homachi. And I like the name. So I feel like Homachi is maybe too big for its own good, so it gets a B. B tier for Homachi. Oh, Homachi. Now, the next one is Higobashi. Higobashi Station. Oh. Everything's fine. Higobashi. Higobashi, I think, is the station I took to get to Nakanoshima Museum. And I also visited the Science Museum. But the Science Museum was... I've gone inside to look at it, but I didn't visit it concretely. Higobashi is nice. It was my, my home line to get to Hanazonocho. Normal station, except I'm missing something. you could implement some elements of, because it's right next to all the museums, you could implement some museum elements into the architecture, but they didn't want to do that. This is nice, I guess. Normal station, right next to some cool stuff. Feel like there's another seat here. It's a good old like bankers station. They don't feel anything. They don't like architecture. They don't. Next one is a very disappointing station. Go from disappointing to majorly disappointing. Tobu Shijomae station, right? Yeah, Tobu Shijomae station is not nice. I can tell you right now. Look at these slim paths. Not cool from outside. It doesn't look cool. Normal station. Let's give this an F tier. I even have a bad memory connected with it because I wanted to go to somewhere. I wanted to go to Nara, and it rained for the whole day, so I couldn't go, and I had to change on the way to say no, fuck this. Leaving the train here because I don't want to be in the rain and nada. The next one is Tanimachi 4丁目. Okay. Tanimachi 4丁目. Okay, wait. Here. Tanimachi 4丁目is right here, and I've left it only on the 9. And I've entered it on the 9. It's one of the ones. The first one we had for the new oh, nice. Wait, what was this? 803. Okay, thank you. It was the first one we have on the list, which is on the Chuo line, the newest line in Osaka, Chuo line, which was I think built even for, or maybe extended to Yumeshima for the expo. And you can see that it was new. Look how far it reaches everywhere. This is all Yonshome. All Yonshome. Crazy cool. Right next to Osaka Castle. I think it's an A tier. Simply A tier. Because look at this. Look at the picture. This is what the station looked like. It's architecturally great, which is already plus in my book. But it is the only exit that looks like this because it's the exit closest to Osaka Castle, because they want good image, of the closest exit to Osaka Castle. The other ones are used by the normal people and not by tourists. So they of course want to show what they can do. The next one, actually just visited and didn't use because I've seen it just every day when I gone on a walk here in Nakanoshima Rose Garden, Nakanoshima Park Lawn Square, here the Osaka City Central Public Hall, the Prefectural Nakanoshima Library. I've just gone on a walk around this part, which is amazing. And every time I've stumbled across the Naniwabashi station, which is still a mystery to me. Like the train, I don't even know which train to take to get to here. You take this one, which gets you to Amachiyanagi, which is I think up here somewhere. Amachiyanagi. It was somewhere here. Here's Yodo, Fujoshima. So basically it connects you to Kyoto, kind of, but not perfectly, and then it terminates at Nakanoshima Station, which is here. nobody lives there basically. So it's very weird. Like nobody lives here. Bro, nobody lives on this island. But the station itself was. This is a cool design. It was nice on the inside. Weird connection though. Which landed just a useless beat here, I feel. Just nice looking, but a bit unnecessary. No? Nice looking, but a bit unnecessary. Let's go to the next one. This next one is the gateway to the Korean street, the Korean town, the K-town in Osaka. The K-town is on this street here. Nene chicken, sweets, Korean, oje pamen, uginoe, mizu kumura. Yeah, you just have a lot of Korean stuff here, and that's the nearest station. It's beneath a bridge, and it was the worst. That was the worst memory I had about this. That trip is just this station. You've gone out, right, and you've gone out into a street. Hopefully this is correct. Yes. And you've gone out into this street, and everything was just full. And this way, everything was just packed. This is awful. This is awful. And it was 36 degrees heat. It wasn't lovely at all. You just wanted to get to K-Town as soon as possible, but even that one was packed as hell. It's not nice to look at from the outside. This looks fine, but the entrance is like below the bridge. Look, that was an F tier. Like just the memories are F tier themselves. So just the memories are F tier. It is definitely F tier. Sorry, Tsuruhashi Station. Next one is not in Osaka itself, but it's outside. But you would count it into the immediate Osaka metro area. It's the town of Shizunawate. Especially this station here, because I wanted to go to Keito Shopping Center to celebrate the summer solstice of Sweden. I've just seen that it was going on, and I didn't really do that much research, and they didn't really have that much advertisement. But I thought maybe it's quite nice. Maybe I can just do a Swedish summer solstice festival, but there wasn't a single Swedish person. Nah, I think one maybe. But it was so nice and lovely. Especially this, just so chill, and I met some people there, like the only Japanese people who were like interested in talking with me with children, and like this is such a lovely part of Japan, just so quaint and nice. The station itself is not the nicest, but because just the city itself is so nice. Wait. Just because the city itself is so nice. It will go into 8 here. You know the rankings without properly seeing the pictures, right? Shizunawate is A tier. Okay, next one. Osaka, another Osaka Prime Station. And this one is the first one we're talking about, which is a monorail station. Right here. It's the Osaka... Ooh, okay, wait. It's Osaka Banpa Kukinen Koen Station. Osaka Banpa Kukinen Koen. Yeah, it has such a huge name because it just celebrates the expo 70s garden here with the Tower of the Sun, which, of course, this face is not the most lovely face. I agree. So the other side is quite cool, from which you can see the Ferris wheel as well. That makes it quite cool. And you've got this Lalapod Expo City, which is the best mall I've ever been in my entire life. So much fun to go there. So much fun. Monorail itself just makes it an amazing station. They had a huge family mart here, which was so cool to look at. Like, it was the original one from the 70s. It can only go up on a tier list. It can only go up, and it can go so far up. That's an S tier. I just loved it so much. It was so nice. The surroundings, the Lalaport Expo City, the monorail. It's a bit far from the city center, but you know, what can you do? Then the station I had to use to get to this Bampa Kuninen Quinn station is the station of Senrei-cho, which is also, in my opinion, A tier. It's not S tier because it's too far in between the stations. Like when you have to leave the Midotsuchi line, which is the metro, you go up the stairs and then you have to walk through all this. But it's not that bad because look at this. It's so lovely to look at and walk through. I think it still keeps it at look at this. You have this pine cone. Yeah, it's an A tier. I'll go with A tier. Shit. No. It will fit in there somehow. Oh god. Okay, perfect. Senrei-cho. The next one is behind the camera. Wait. The next one is Shinsaibashi, which is also like basically the same as Homachi earlier. Shinsaibashi is just a little bit further down. It's basically the same thing, so I have to put it on the same ranking as Homachi station, which I have put in. Is this Homachi? Yeah, I put in B. So Shinsaibashi, you also go in B. B tier Shinsaibashi. Yodoyabashi. Yodoya? Not Yodoyo? What even is that again? Yeah. I've used this quite often, the Yodoyabashi station with the Midotsuchi line. Nice station, great connectivity. It's the one that runs along the main road. I use it often to get back. Let's also put it, I mean, architecturally it's not great, but because I've used it so often and it's great, we have to put it in B tier. B tier. Now, the next one is a major one. Again, basically everything is major. It's the Umeshima one. Is it the newest? It's one of the newest ones that exists in Osaka, and it's just a one build for the expo. I only have in mind from that, the memories are, it was packed but everything got filtered out quite nicely. There was, of course, this one incident after I've been there, where they got stuck and the chew line didn't work for a couple of hours, but it wasn't the case for me. For me, it was all great. Looked good. This is like an A tier. Oh no, I've got way too much in A tier. I forget it every time I say it's A tier. Okay, it's still A tier though. We have to just somehow put it in A tier. Okay, Yumeshima goes in A tier. Next one. Mino Kayano. Mino Kayano is... This is Mino. This is Mino Kayano. There's another monorail station, which is lovely. Great bus connectivity. It should go in the same level. Oh no. It should go on the same level as Yamato Saidaiji. And it was a little bit better, right? I don't want to. It's S tier. I promise you it's S tier. It's a great station. It's clean, good bus connectivity. They rip you off with the bus though. They rip you off with the bus. Ooh. They rip you off with the bus, so it's B tier. Because you want to go to the temple. You want to go to the temple, which is known for Daruma. Wait, which is known for Daruma. I'll show you. Which is known for these guys. See them? I don't know. The temple up here, I can show you. Soji. Because they have a monopoly on the buses going there, they just rip you off with the price. Can you believe it? Just rip you off with the price. And because of that, B tier. I wouldn't put it in S tier, but I just remembered that they rip you off. Okay, now we get into the penultimate row of stations I have in mind. Hold up. The next one is a large one, major one, which is Osaka Umeda metro station. One of the craziest things I've ever seen in my life. For someone who is from Europe, you just can't imagine this. Before going there, you just can't envision this huge system below a city just for trains and metro, for so many people to pass through. It's just unimaginable. But it worked, and I've seen it, and it's great. Umeda is just great. I don't have anything negative to say about it, so we'll just go into A, which is already bad. Ah, no! Umeda. Come on. You can go in there somehow. Yeah, okay, perfect. Perfect. Next one, Morinomiya. With Morinomiya, I have a story to tell. Morinomiya is here. I've used exit 6 to go out of the station, right? Which is lovely, by the way. Great exit. So I don't have anything to say against that. But then you follow the road, go down, boom, boom, you go left, right? Wait a minute. I think I've gone the wrong way. Wait. Yeah, you go left here. You go down this road. And then you've seen that there's a baobab, music, food, and kitchen. And you want to go there. And it says it's open. And then you look at it. And the person, I think who owns it, is just doing gardening in front of it. And it's not serving anything. What am I supposed to do? I wanted to go to baobab. Look at how lovely it is. Oh, this is so unfortunate. It said it's open, and I don't know, he was just busy doing other things, apparently. So I just gone back to Morinomiya and left. Basically, it wasn't that successful. It's a great station nonetheless, architecturally. Otherwise, it's normal, and the normal stations I put in B. Architecturally, it's good, but I don't have a good story with it, so it goes into B. Like, not a good story. I feel like it's a good story, but not a positive story. You know? Nice. Next one. We're almost there, guys. We're almost there. Now, Higashi Umeda, which is this one. Have you even used this? Is this Midosuji? What is this? Animachi. I think I brought people here, and thus I only have bad memories because I had to say goodbye all the time, and it was so far away from my station I had to use. So only negative thoughts come up. So you don't go into F tier for that, but into C tier. Sorry, man. Nothing personal. Higashi Umeda station. Not maybe personal. maybe it is. Next one is the banger one. Shall we go for it? No, let's skip that one and keep it for the end. Keep it for the end. Let's keep that one for the end. I think the next one, if I remember correctly, is this one. Yes. Shin Mamiya, I've not used. Have I used it? No. Haven't once, maybe. I only remember that I figured out in this station that the vending machines for the tickets the ticket machines, not vending machines, but ticket machines, don't work for Visa. So I was quite bummed about that. And it wasn't a nice station to look at from the outside. Look at it. It's not nice to look at. It's not that this is an F tier. Oh god. My lights. Thank you. Here it is, bag. No, it's an F tier. Yes. Next one, Nishi Umeda. We are going through every Umeda station. Every Umeda one. Nishi Umeda is the one I've taken, and it's lovely. But it's not grand, it's not amazing. It's connected to everything, which makes it like a B tier. I had to use it all the time though. So I could bump it up a bit, but even though if you look at the picture here, I've chosen for it. Come on. If you look at the picture, it itself is even not that great. The only thing I could find on Google Images about Nishi Umeda Station is an elevator. Okay. So it just goes into B. At home advantage. Otherwise it would have gone in C. Okay. Next one is up here. It is a connection to the Cup Noodles Museum in Osaka. Which was for children. Figured out after, but we're all also here, around here. That was lovely. This one here, Ikeda Castle Ruins, lovely jubbly. The surroundings are nice, good enough. The station itself, it's a so D tier. Now, if you feel like I've been dismissive of the latest stations here in this, now we've come to the final station, the major one of the major ones. Like for the ones I've been to, I haven't been to Tokyo, so I don't have the superlative, the super a major thing. I don't have it to compare. Thus, this is the biggest station I've ever been to. On the ranking of biggest buildings on the planet, it's on there. There's so much cool stuff in there. They have the coolest platform to view, like viewing platform I've ever been to. Just so cool. So cool. For that reason, we're putting Osaka main station. Look at this building. So grand. It had a blue like orb here that spoke to you for the expo. It had like turf laid out. It was so cool. For that reason, we put last station, which is the station, the station, Osaka station, is the symbol. No, we have spaces still. It's an S tier, but it can also be the symbol for S tier. S tier. This is my tier list. I said you watched. Hopefully you agree. If you've ever been to Japan, maybe you can agree or disagree. But some things were just based on my stories I've lived through there. And mostly on if I liked it architecturally. Or just the grandeur of it. Hopefully you can agree, and let's save this. Shall I change? Yes. This. This. Okay. Weibo is still running. Still running smoothly and nicely. Yeah, then let's go to the next agenda. I think the last thing on the agenda. I've got one more thing. What shall we do first? GeoGuessr or the where I would live? Yeah, of where I would live. I could make a great video. Which one did I want to do? I wanted to do world. I have to look onto. I wanted to do world, and I wanted to do US states, but you don't really want to live in the US right now. Let's just do world. I've done it before, but I wanted to do it for stream. Okay, how can you categorize this on Twitch? I don't even know. Browser? No, how about geography? Does that exist? GeoGuessr? Okay. Okay, then let's do this. Wait, how late is it? Okay. The last thing on today's stream agenda is this. Saying where I would live, the world edition. I've already done it on the phone. I want to do it again on stream. So let's do an intro. Welcome back to... Oh, wait. Welcome back to another episode of... No, not another episode. Welcome back to an episode of me telling you nothing, really. Yeah, again. Welcome back to my take on the world in regards to where I would live maybe in the future, if there's a chance of me even considering living there, if there's not. A lot of people have done this before, and I have done this before, but of course I haven't filmed it. So this time I want to film it and do that on stream. I want to go through every country and what my opinion is, and maybe I want to adjust the words used for every single one of these, because you can't say never, because you would have said, maybe you would have said, I want to live in Iran in the 1970s, okay? But you wouldn't want to live there now. You would have said that you wanted to live there though back then. So times change. And if you say never, it's never in your lifetime, but I assume a lot of stuff will change. I can't assume never. So I want to make red not right now. Definitely not, never right now. In the next couple of days. Because never is, you know, I don't like the word never. So let's start. Which one shall we start? Let's start with the biggie. Big one. Big one. Let's start with the big one. Everyone who probably watches this is thinking of. Oh no, we should keep that until the end, right? US to the end. Keep it suspenseful. Okay. Then let's start with Oceania first. We got okay. Let's start with just New Zealand. Okay, New Zealand. I've seen this video lately from Money Explained or something. Is that the name? And he explained how the economy of New Zealand is pretty bad because it's solely focused on. I'm saying this because too often, so I'll have to learn to say something else. It's solely focused on agriculture, and it wanted to diversify to tourism. Maybe something else, but it couldn't get a hold anywhere else. Making it very hard to diversify your industry and your economy away from just agriculture. And no, I think 1/3 or half of the economy was based on like just real estate. So much money in real estate in New Zealand. So much speculation to just try to prop up the country. Tourism, agriculture, and real estate is basically the thing of New Zealand, not making it future-proof. Even in the video, it was said maybe they should go into an alliance. They already have an alliance. Maybe they should join into one country as New Zealand and Australia as one country. But that, if they did that, they would be more future-proof. So in the near future, if you regard maybe there's a nuclear fallout because everything's going to shit, New Zealand will be the safest option on the planet. Except that maybe you could go to the south of Argentina, or south of Chile, or South Africa. But you would want to spend your time, I think, in New Zealand as someone who speaks English fluently and not Spanish. So there are lovely cities like Auckland and like what is the city down there, which is like the Queenstown. Queenstown is a tourist city. So you want to live there when you retire. It's like a retirement thing, a safety thing. Can't talk that much about every single country. This is awful. So it's not an absolutely. I would be willing. Let's just say that. I have to say that I can't talk that much about every country. Okay, so Australia is of course one of the highest HDIs on the planet, Human Development Index, especially in Western Australia, which is still weird to me because, you know, I think it's just because they have, I tend to, because too often, fucking hell. It's mainly because, the reason is mainly that they have fewer people than the rest of Australia. Northern Australia, for example, has less people than them, and they don't have a huge HDI, but they don't get any get any investment anyway. So I would, of course, you would say Melbourne. Hobart would be cool as well, I think. And there's not that much stuff in Hobart, but I think Australia is just an absolutely. You can't say anything about Australia being not an absolutely. It just is. New Caledonia is French, cool island with crazy cool animals. I just remember this one huge, New Caledonian, huge lizard. What's it called? I just remember that. That's the thing I remember about about New Caledonia. I think I've done too much with tour. There it is. It's called the Rhacodactylus leachianus. Yes. Huge lizard, bro. Huge lizard. Yeah, anyway. I don't speak French fluently, and it's a little bit out of my zone of civilization. There's not much going on there. You have to take flights, long flights to get anywhere if you want to get away from the island. It would be reluctantly. Fiji. You have some water, you have some bottled water, you have some ocean water, you have some river water. It's not as deserted as New Caledonia. It's more like there's more civilization on it. But I still wouldn't move to Fiji. Still too far outside the realm, you know. You can sell some bottled water, but I don't want to do that. Vanuatu. That's one that's a never, I think. I think they're still primitive in some regards there with the living situation. But how can you improve if you don't have any investment from anywhere? Like, the islands are going under. You can't do anything like as a government. We basically don't have anything. And I don't want to go under, so I will do a never. Sorry, Vanuatu. Solomon Islands. The same, bro. It's the same. Sorry, Solomon. Papua New Guinea. They have too many languages. It's not my kind of country. A lot of jungle. Very adventurous. But not for me. Never. Sorry, Papua New Guinea. Indonesia. Okay, so they've gotten the new biggest city metropolitan area on the planet. So I feel like they're more future-proof. I've read that everyone's making out more than it is, that the city is drowning, that they're going under, that they're losing their footing in Jakarta because, I said because again, they only speak about the northern part of Jakarta, not like the one where the major population is. So I feel like they're future-proof. The new capital bullshit is just dumb. So that's just dumb. So they're like a country that's on the list of that Gen Z protests have to get rid of the government. I think they're on the list of that, of those ones, maybe. I don't know that much about Indonesian politics, but it's a reluctantly for Indonesia. Bali, I'm not the biggest fan of Bali, so it's a reluctantly. Timor-Leste is, unfortunately, I will only go there for the marathon, but I won't live there. Okay, sorry, Timor-Leste. I will visit your marathon. Brunei, no. Don't like you, Sultan. Sorry, don't like you. Malaysia. Malaysia is one that's up there. Kuala Lumpur, Georgetown, all the ones where you can make something with your life, like huge opportunities in Malaysia these days. It's not an absolutely, but I will give it a willing. English is taking a major foothold in Malaysia, which makes it easier to communicate. And yeah, it's just a willing, very easy. Philippines. I would even maybe say that it's an absolutely, but maybe I'll go with willing more. It's the only things I've heard about Philippines is that it's just lovely, lovely people, lovely stuff you can experience. Good food, culture is just great, inviting. But maybe it's more like of a holiday flair, not always living there. But I would say willing, maybe for a year. Let's do Thailand next. Okay, Thailand. I don't like the system, which makes it a little bit, risque for me. I don't like the system of the king still present in Thailand, and I like to be able to speak my mind, and thus it will go down from willing to maybe. It's just I don't like having a king. Fuck that. I want to say whatever I want when I want, and the system is just draconian, and thus it will get a maybe. Sorry, Thailand. Cambodia. Everyone is fleeing out of Cambodia lately. Like I heard, they're just fleeing because the opportunity is not there to do anything. It's not the greatest country. You can go there for spiritual tourism to visit Phnom Penh, like Angkor Wat, but nice people, but I would not move there. Never. Never is always so harsh, but I would just keep it a buck as in the coming year. I wouldn't move there. Never in that year. Vietnam. Vietnam is improving. You still have the communist thing going on. No, that's dumb. They're very close to China, which is unnerving. Have lovely stuff. Ho Chi Minh City is way too big for my liking. You have to do crossy roads to get across the street. Also, nice people, cool language, cool culture. I would probably prefer the Saigon part, Da Nang, but Da Nang is more like a tourist thing again. So it's less than willing, I feel like. I think it's a maybe again. Is it because of the proximity, and I don't like all the scooters all the time. So yeah, I think it's a maybe for Vietnam. Laos is never. I don't pray to Buddha, and I feel like that's the best country to pray to Buddha. Parot Saktang is no. Parot Saktang is the one in Bhutan. What's the city called in the famous city in Laos? Mongsai? No, Luang Prabang. And this is a tourist town for me, if anything. In my vision of what I want to do, maybe Luang Prabang in the future. I wouldn't want to move there really. There's nothing that that takes me there. Vientiane, I don't want to see Vientiane. Let's continue with Taiwan. So Taiwan will be an absolutely a willing. Just it will say willing. China has just now seen what America did, and I feel like in the next couple of years they will just attack. They will just do it. Have to stockpile still, wait for a good opportunity. And at some point it's probably going to happen. And I don't want to be there for that moment. Otherwise it would have been an absolutely, but I will say and willing. Japan would possibly be an absolutely, except I would put it at willing, because I don't want to work there. I would want to work a job that is independent from that system. Thus, I think willing is better fitting. Same thing with South Korea. It's I feel like it's just as good as Japanese. I can't speak Korean, but if I could, it would just be as good as Japan. Maybe less vegetarian options, which would be a problem. I think it's also willing just because of the job thing. So North Korea is a never. I don't think I have to explain that. China is probably also never. I already said that I like to speak my mind, whatever I want, and I don't want to be limited by a guy called Xi Jinping, making never pretty easy. Now, Mongolia. I don't want to live in Mongolia. Oh, there's nothing happening. They still have a huge statue of Genghis Khan. I mean, cool guy, but they haven't done anything in the past 2,000 years. Not 2,000, but 1,500 years. Approx. Nothing really happening there. Myanmar. Sorry, Myanmar. Maybe in the future, but right now, no. Right now, I would say the next year. I said never is the next year. Definitely not. No chance. And there's still a war going on, so no thank you. But maybe I want to experience Mongolia. Maybe I will make it reluctantly. No, but they just have meat for food, so no. Russia. No, because they wage war with us. Wouldn't want to live there. Thank you very much. Kazakhstan. Very approximate to Russia, also in regards to their trade policy, get stuff over the border, basically smuggling, and I think they're not the most democratic country. I don't want to live in Kazakhstan. Okay, let's go to India. Okay, India is weird to me. Like I would live in Goa, Goa. What is it called? Goa. Right. I would live in Goa. I mean, Goa is fine. I would live in the south. Goa, I feel like I would live in Goa. Oh, Goa is fine and all that. Probably nowhere else. Thus making it not never. Making it not never. But it's a reluctantly, I feel like. Sri Lanka is maybe a little bit more chill. Put it a maybe. I would be interested in not Colombo, but probably like Kandy. But I think it's not a maybe. I think it's reluctantly. Bangladesh, it's definitely a never. Sorry, Bangladesh. Sorry, Bangladesh. It's definitely a never. It's just not the top country, you know? Not the most desirable country on the planet. If you just look up Bangladesh and trash collecting, and you see what the normality is of how much trash is just around Dhaka, and I don't want to live through that. Maybe in the future, but this is not never, it's just never in the coming year. Bhutan, they try to invest something, but I feel like they're more investing into a scam to get people into the country. I'm still not sure what they try to do, because if you watch the B1M videos, it's quite weird to see what's happening there. I don't know if they have good internet. I feel like it would be an outsider there. It's a chill country though. It would be a reluctantly. Nepal more now after the protests and the change in leadership. I feel like it would be more now. I feel like I would put it at maybe, because they have good food and the regime changed, and I like regime change. Now you can speak your mind better, and I like that. And it's high up, so you can train your breathing and your lungs to be more adjusted to like high altitude. It's pretty cool. Pakistan, major Muslim country. I think 97%. I think would not be my vibe. I have to say like all day like salam alaikum, alaikum salam. I don't know. That's my vibe, you know. And all the videos I've seen about it weren't the best, so I think it would be another. Afghanistan, right now, I'm not the best pal with the Taliban, so I think I'll pass on that. Tajikistan is quite nice actually, especially the towns here. I've seen that on the Bold and Bankrupt vlogs when I still watched it, because now it is just propaganda. But when it wasn't propaganda, it was cool to see the towns in Tajikistan, especially the one here on the border. When was it? This one, Laikum, such a cool town. Laikum, such a cool town. And it's definitely not a never. I feel like it's a reluctantly. Pakistan, I don't know. I don't know. What is even Bishkek? Yeah, Bishkek is a little bit too Soviet to me. I feel like it'd also be a reluctantly. They have a cool valley. This valley is very, very nice. Along the river. Where is it? Where is it? Such a cool river valley. Is it this? Look at this river valley. I definitely want to see that. Look at these newly built houses. This is cool stuff. Is it newly built? No, it's not. Okay, I take it back. Turkmenistan. No, Uzbekistan. I feel like I would love to go there as a tourist, but I definitely don't want to live there. They have Tashkent up here. Cool city, from what I know. I feel like it's never. Turkmenistan. They have Ashgabat. They have the Hellhole. What is it called? Hell. Oh. Yeah. They have that one. But it's just a tourist thing. Ashgabat is not really my type of thing, you know, so Turkmenistan is going to never. Iran. The following year, probably not. But maybe if the regime changes, it's the same as Nepal. But I would just say positively, I hope that the regime changes and it goes from an oppressive one to a good one, and thus I will not put it at never. I will put it at reluctantly. Put it as good. Next one. So let's continue with. I don't want to live on there. Falkland Islands, no, not really. Antarctica, not really. Thank you though. Let me. Okay. Let's continue with the south of Africa. Shall we continue with Madagascar, maybe? Madagascar. So Madagascar, regime change. Let's do the same thing with Iran, because hopefully there's regime change. And I quite like Madagascar geographically and what's on the island. I want to see the baobabs, you know, the good old baobabs. If you don't know what baobabs are, they are the tree that Madagascar is famous for. If I can find it, I think it is here. Yeah, these are the baobabs. I want to see the baobabs, absolutely. Just cool trees. And there's so much more to see in Madagascar. And hopefully it's regime change, so we just go with reluctantly the same as Iran. Now, South Africa is a little bit of a different thing. South Africa is degenerating with the lack of planning, the non-good government, and just bad infrastructure and bad reservoir management, which correlates also with electricity. They have a lot of outages and a lot of missing water, and you are limited on that a lot of the time in South Africa. I don't feel like coming here. I don't want to live in South Africa. Of course, if you're privileged and in Cape Town, you won't have to worry about any of that. No, I think even in some communities you have to worry about that still. So I think it's a never. Lesotho, no. Eswatini, no. I don't feel like it's a place for me, you know. There's not that much opportunity, not that much stuff going on. Mozambique. Mozambique is stuff. Is there stuff going on in Mozambique? I really haven't heard anything about Mozambique. That's positive. So never, sorry. Namibia, maybe. It's such a reluctantly thing. Because there's Windhoek, you can speak in a lot of German people there. It's easy to communicate, I feel like. It's not the worst country, you know, I feel like it's reluctantly. Botswana. Major improvement in the last couple of years in Botswana. I feel like it's a maybe. They've got major improvement in Botswana, I've read. And they speak English. I feel like it's a maybe, you know? Let's just give Botswana a maybe. Zimbabwe. I don't like the dollar in Zimbabwe because it's very, very, very bad. Very bad. That's not my type of style to have such a devalued currency. No, thank you. Zambia. I don't know anything about Zambia. I don't know anything about Malawi. Just know that it's not great. Angola. I don't like the flag. Tanzania, maybe. Tanzania is a maybe. Kilimanjaro and all the Serengetis are pretty cool here. Serengeti National Park, Kilimanjaro. This area of tourism is just pretty cool. The Dar es Salaam city, no, Zanzibar city. I think you could live here. So, like Tanzania is a maybe. It's mostly tourism. Even reluctantly. Congo, definitely no. Other Congo, no. Gabon, no. Equatorial Guinea, no. Burundi, no. I think Burundi has the worst HEI on planet Earth. So that's a definite no. Rwanda, though, I think it's a reluctantly. It's not the worst. It's still doing Britain's bidding, and all the people they don't want in their country are getting pushed into Rwanda. But because of all the investment, I think it's okay to live there. Somaliland. I don't want to live in Somalia, nor Somaliland, to be honest. Thank you. Even they updated the map. Okay, interesting. Uganda, I can't speak French, really. I can understand French, but can't speak it. Kenya is a maybe. If anything, I want to live in this one city to see how the people train. That would be interesting. The one city in, where is it? In Kenya. The Ike? No. E10. There it is. E10. I want to see how they train. I would maybe want to live there. Maybe. Ethiopia is also a maybe. No, reluctantly. I don't know. I don't like Addis Ababa that much. I would be interested in learning the language though. Djibouti is a no. Eritrea is a definite no. I don't like dictators. Thank you very much. South Sudan, right now, no. Sudan, no. There's a war. Chad, there's nothing going on anymore there. The car has crashed, and I don't want to live there. Cameroon, also no. Nigeria, no. Mali, no. Burkina Faso, no. Mauritania, no. This is just going to get quick here. Right now in Nigeria, no. No. Ghana, no. Nigeria, no. Nope. Nope. Western Sahara, no. Whoa. Chill out. Chill out, camera. Was it? Fixed it? Yeah, that's fine. Okay, let's continue. Ivory Coast, though. I have to say, Ivory Coast is making leaps lately. And thus, I feel like Ivory Coast is a maybe. Ivory Coast has made leaps lately, and I feel like they're an interesting African country now. Morocco, I think, would be willing. I want to see what it's like to live like in Fez or like in Chefchaouen. I think it will be quite interesting to see. I don't think there's good internet there though. That would be the one thing I would say. Maybe I don't want to live there. And they have a king. I don't like kings. Maybe. So next is Algeria. So Libya is a definite no. But Algeria is a reluctantly. They have a nice town. Libya, I think, has their problems right now, but Algeria is quite okay. Tunisia. I mean, there's one part of Tunisia in Tunis, which is just so cool. But there's so many tourists there, so probably you don't want to live there in Sidi Bou Said. The one with the blue houses. I don't want to live in Tunisia, really. You have like Carthage here. Yeah, it's not. You I don't want to live in Tunisia. Egypt, also no. They're building too many highways through the city and along the beach for my liking. Oh no. Next one is Yemen. Yemen. Yemen is a no. I don't even know why I had to think about it. Oman, though, is reluctantly. I don't like they have sheikh. I don't like they have sheikhs. What do you say in English? Sheikh. I don't like that they have that, but it's more than Yemen. I'll live there more than Yemen. UAE, I hate the UAE. I hate Qatar. I hate Kuwait. I hate Bahrain. Oh, it's not even here. I hate Saudi Arabia. And now it's Speedy here. Jordan, okay, wait. I hate Israel. I don't want to go to Palestine right now. Thank you. Lebanon. Is Lebanon not here? Where's Lebanon? I don't know. Cyprus. I don't want to live on Cyprus. Jordan is one above it though. It's getting attacked by Israel sometimes, so not 100% wanting to live there, but reluctantly. Iraq is getting better. I think Iraq even gets a maybe. Iraq is getting better. The people are nice. There's cool stuff to see. Iraq is a maybe. Syria. I mean, it's not that oppressive anymore. They don't have a dictator anymore. But it's still a never. Sorry. Turkey. They don't have. They also have a dictator, pretty much. Not nice. It doesn't bode nicely for Turkey. Reluctantly. I would like to eat the food though. Azerbaijan. Never. Armenia. Never. Georgia. Interesting, but I wouldn't love to live there, but reluctantly. Reluctantly. Let's continue with South America. Now, let's do Europe first, and then let's start East, Ukraine. Sorry, in the coming year, I don't plan to. Belarus, neither. Moldova, nope. Nope. I think you can see a theme here with the old Soviet bloc, where I wouldn't prefer to live. Lithuania. Now it's getting interesting. Vilnius. I haven't heard that much cool stuff about Vilnius and Kaunas as much as with Latvia and Estonia. Still, it's okay. I would do it reluctantly for Latvia, also reluctantly, and for Estonia maybe, and for Finland, a willing, for Sweden and absolutely, for Norway and absolutely. Poland, okay, Poland is great. I feel like it's gotten better and better over the years. So much improvement there. Which just makes it a willing, I feel like. It makes it a willing. Czechia. Haven't been there before, so I don't really know. But Czechia for me is reluctantly. Slovakia. I haven't been to Slovakia either. I think it would be a maybe. Romania. I don't want to live in Romania really. Is it reluctantly or never? It's a reluctantly. Now let's make Romania never, make Bulgaria reluctantly, and Greece. Greece is just greasy, like it says in the name. No, it's not. I kind of like the food, but you know the hasn't been that much of evolving done there lately, but they have got. They've gotten rid of the debt. For that reason, it's a reluctantly. They're no longer in major debt. Macedonia, currently no. Albania, I don't like the president. The president is a fucking prick. Montenegro, Montenegro. I think it's a reluctantly. There's not much stuff going on there. Kosovo, not really. I don't plan to. Thank you very much. Serbia, they have a lot of stuff going on right now. I don't want to get involved. Hungary, they have a power Hungary guy at the top. I don't like that guy. Bosnia, not much stuff going on in Bosnia. I think Bosnia is a reluctantly. I just think about internet connection right now. I don't even know if they have any internet connection. Oh wait, let's make Romania because of the internet connection. Maybe they have great internet connection. I know that the best internet connection in the world with some specific criteria. Croatia is reluctantly, maybe. I mean, I've been there. It was cool, but the houses weren't for me. Like you can see, if you're not a tourist, you know how you live, and it's not the greatest. But let's put it at maybe. Slovenia is a willing. I like Slovenia. I think maybe even more. No, let's put it at willing. Austria, absolutely. Germany, absolutely. Switzerland, absolutely. Italy. Denmark. Wait, let's do Denmark first. Denmark is absolutely. Italy, though. I wouldn't want to live in the south. I like Milano, but I don't like it that much. I think it's willing. Italy, I don't like it that much. France. The French. What do I think about the French? I will not put the French at absolutely. That's for certain. That's for sure. But I also won't put them at never. Now we have to find a balance. I would like to live in Grenoble. Grenoble is one where I would like to live. But I wouldn't like to live in Paris. So we put it at willing. Luxembourg? Absolutely. Luxembourg, yeah. Belgium, willing. I like Belgium, but it's not the greatest. Or the mixing of buildings is very irritating once you're there. Also, the food is great. I wanted to say something against the food, but the food is good. They're not that orderly as the ones above them. The ones that get absolutely, the Netherlands. United Kingdom. I haven't said anything about Austria, Switzerland, Germany. Germany I live in, so it's an absolutely. Austria, it was amazing. And Switzerland was amazing. So they're non plus ultra, you know? United Kingdom is going to shit. I don't want to live there. I don't want to live there right now. I don't want to show my ID, do shit, and having to use a VPN all the time. So it's just above never, because they're getting their freedom stolen right in front of their eyes. Getting worse and worse by the day. And does it reluctantly. Sorry. Ireland doesn't have that though. This stupid thing. They're getting richer, not the average person, but the rich people in Ireland. Dublin is an okay city. It all looks okay. Maybe. Let's do willing. Spain. I feel like the big cities, absolutely. The big cities are getting better and better in Spain lately. Guys, I feel like it's not my type of culture with CSs and all that stuff though, so I would only put it in willing. And Portugal at maybe. Let's continue with South America. Never. I would immediately put on Venezuela because I don't want to be there for the next year. Guyana. Which is the one, the Dutch one? Is it Guyana? Paramaribo. Is that the Dutch one? That's the Dutch one. I would like to see it. I wouldn't like to live there. I don't want to live in Guyana. I don't want to live in Suriname, really. I would like to see it, though. Brazil? Brazil. I think it's pretty much reluctantly. Brazil. I don't know why, but no, let's put Brazil at maybe. Maybe I would like it around like Blumenau. This is a German town, isn't it? Have I even looked at it on Street View before? Oh wow. Yeah. That looks interesting. Wait, what? Capital Brasileira da Cerveja. Of course, the German founded town in Brazil is the beer capital of that region. That's hilarious. Okay. It's a maybe. Bolivia, Bolivia would be interesting. It's a reluctantly, but I feel like there's positives to be gained from living there in the high altitude, just as in Nepal. So I will put it on the same level as Nepal with the maybe. Paraguay, nothing's happening. Definite no. It's just farms and some people. Not even a big city. No. Uruguay, nothing's happening. Uruguay is fine, I think, but it's reluctantly. Argentina, the president is very awful. I wouldn't want to move there right now, but it has a cool capital. It goes on the same level as Uruguay. Chile, fine country. You could live there. I think it would be even a willing. Let's give it a willing. Peru, no awful government, but they invest more in the tourism than their own people. So not the best government, but not a dictatorship. So in between, it's like a middle of it all. I wouldn't like to live in Lima. I wouldn't really like to live in Lima. Let's give it a reluctantly. Ecuador, not really. I don't want to live in Ecuador. And Colombia. Stuff going on in Colombia for sure. We'll put it in maybe. Puerto Rico, part of America, never. Bahamas, never. Fuck the Bahamas. Dominican Republic, okay. So that was quick work of United States of America. I feel like it's pretty obvious why. When you follow my, if you followed my, my reasons, I said dictatorships are nice, and that's why I crossed out the United States with red. Greenland, too cold. Merry Christmas from Green. What? Okay, Merry Christmas. Iceland, too cold. Just fish to eat. Canada, though. Canada, too expensive. Still democracy. Huge high HDI. Bad train network though. very expensive. Yeah, that's fine. Maybe for Canada. Okay, Panama. Panama, reluctantly, because you just work there for the canal, and if not, you work on the Black Rock. Dominican Republic. No, thank you. Haiti, no, thank you. Jamaica, currently no. Cuba, no. Costa Rica, that's more interesting. Reluctantly, just like Panama. I feel like that's my country. Nicaragua, right now, no. Honduras, no. El Salvador, no. All these middle America, I think it's not my type of country, you know. Belize as well. Maybe we give Guatemala. Let's give... No. Let's give Nicaragua... No, don't give Nicaragua anything. So the last country is Mexico. And with Mexico, it got the new line in Mexico City. It gets better and better public transit in Mexico City, which is amazing. Thus, let's put Mexico at winning. I feel like it's not the most expensive city, still a cool city, good food, nice people. I would like to see it. I think winning is fine, and that's my map. What do you think of my map in the video I'm going to make? Thank you very much for watching. Bye bye. Now, that was the idea. So we're finished with that. Finished with that. And we're also finished with the stream because I'm getting very hungry. And I have to eat. And I'm not at the level of eating while streaming yet. I'm not there yet. So I thank you very much for watching. If anyone watched, I don't even know. We'll find out later. Because on YouTube you can't see it. Can you see it? I don't even know. But yeah, thank you for watching the videos. And